Okay, I think I'm back again. This shit is difficult, boy. I give I be like 10 niggas in the studio. I'm doing this shit by myself. Man, I'm a little bit of a hard time. Mm, I don't know. All right. After a brief, oh, a brief moment to get set up and get right. Dang, I'm gonna have to give me a microphone stand because I ain't finna. I'm not doing this the whole time. Y'all heard me drop my phone. Um, there was a lot of shit went on this past weekend, man. No doubt. What is this? Come on. Okay, here we go. Let's get it started. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, America. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I'm thankful for those of y'all who will join me at the moment, and I'm thankful for those of y'all who will join me in the past, in the future, in the interim. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope y'all feeling good. I hope y'all ate some good food this weekend. You feel me? I definitely did. I ate a cheeseburger for the first time in like 17 days, and it wasn't from McDonald's or Burger King or Jack in the Box or like Shake Shack or nothing like that. Even though I think maybe Shake Shack could have made it, it was from like a place that make like a whole bunch of food, and they just got good ass burger paws meat. It was called Soft in El Segundo. It was fun. It was like a big ass adult Chuck E. Cheese kind of without the big ass rat. There's a lot of kids running around and shit. It was cool. Over the weekend, shout out to the littlest lemur on to New Beginnings, my buddy. Um, you feel me? My boy Jeffrey Lamar Williams, also known as Young Thug, um, got caught in court, as it says here, defendant in Young Thug's trial, accused. Okay, so this is defendant. This was somebody that was in there to low key help him. Oh my God. Defendant in Young Thug's trial, accused of smuggling contraband into courtroom, alleged hand-to-hand exchange of a Percocet. Perc 30. According to the reports, multiple instances of contraband smuggling have delayed the progress in Young Thug's criminal trial. According to the AJC, I can't remember what that shit is, but I know what that shit is. Let's see what the AJC is. Let's learn something today, kids. Who is this nigga? Anyway, bro. According to the AJC, 3 incidents of contraband being brought into the courtroom have been reported, with one of the alleged incidents being caught on camera. Michael Seaton reports that Young Thug and Khalif Adams, sounds like the name of a nigga who would do some shit like that, allegedly performed a hand-to-hand exchange of a Percocet pill, Percocet, while present in the Atlanta courtroom. The third instance of contraband smuggling. Um, since the start of the trial, Adams was reportedly taken to Grady Hospital after he ingested other items of contraband. In an attempt to conceal the extent of the crimes in the courtroom, another defendant's mother was reportedly arrested for bringing in tobacco products to her son in a bag of clothes last week. Okay. Well, here, if I'm not mistaken, they got the video of Young Thug getting caught doing this. I've been one of the people who are a huge fan of my boy, but I ain't also been one of the people who be saying he finna get out because I think it's just a lot against him, and they don't tend to really fuck with black artists like that. And I don't think shit like this make it any better for him. I think it makes it extremely hard, and it makes it hard for you to push a narrative that you're not all of this stuff that they're trying to push on you. When again, when you have moments to do right, granted you up underneath so much pressure and all of these things, like your life is literally in somebody else's hands, so to speak, and you got to deal with all of this. But like these is not the moves to go with. If you want to see you want to be back with your kids and stuff like that, I can't see how wanting to get back to your children, and wanting to get out, get back to making your music and all this shit. This is the type of decision that you make with your time. Like this is the type of decision that you make with your leadership. It's crazy. Um, is this the type of shit that I'll be doing? No. But so right here, we got Young Thug. As you can tell, shout out to Jeffrey, free my guy, free YSL. I think it's this dude. Some dude literally walk around this. Yep, it's him. Stupid ass. We see you. Look at him. Crazy as hell. Why? It's like, come on, man. What? Hand in hand. This nigga like, what is that? Look, him too. Both of them. Come on now. And then look at him. And he said, nah, come with us. What type of time, bro? What type of time? What type of time, actually? Right? I'd have been like, man, can I give my brother a hug? I love you, Lord. I love you, Jeff. I'd have just ran and hugged them like, man, I can't believe they're trying to do this to you. This fool, and walked around like they run the courthouse. Like, what kind of mob movie shit is this? What is this? The Godfather, the Thug Father. Like what? The Thug Father, literally. You betrayed me, Fredo. I'm done. Anyway, so that's my boy Jeffrey, man. Looking like it's finna be bad. I don't know if any of these slides got anything significant in them. My boy did have to go to the hospital though and get his tum tum pumped apparently, cause you feel me. He for sure was out there tripping and ripping, which is crazy. I don't think I care about none of these shits at all. That boy Drake brought out Cameron in New York. That was cool. Okay, let's see what else we got. Hopefully he's not gonna show my text messages on here. Okay, we gonna skip that one. We gonna go to this one. No baby. Now everybody know Louisiana and New Orleans is crazy and shit like that. Um, Unfortunately, you feel me? Hurricane Chris, shout out to Bambi, send me this. Hurricane Chris, second degree murder trial starts February. Apparently, he shot somebody and killed them. He currently out on bond. Okay, he's the accused. He's set to appear in court just before trial. You feel me? We all remember the song. Hey, baby was our shit as children. You feel me? I don't know what my boy had going on, but I do know that this is pretty crazy out there. And if somebody playing with your top in Louisiana, you probably gonna blast them. Uh, that shit is crazy though, because I ain't gonna hold you. Hurricane Chris for sure always kind of looked like a stud to me. Uh, like he did. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you from anywhere where it be a lot of studs out running the streets wearing tank tops and big pants and stuff like that and wristbands and weird ass shit like that and scully do rags and Hurricane Chris uh, looked just like one of them. Like he looked just like one of them for real. I'm finna show y'all. He ain't finna sit here and act like he don't look like one of them. Like he looked like a stud from the 2000s. Like let's stop playing. Come on, what? What? He looked like a stud I kicked out of my job. What? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see the white folks, gangsters and them thugs? Look, right there, perfect. Come on. Do y'all see this? Riding with a lack and a mug. Come on, man. Look at this. This is crazy. This is actually, man, anyway. So that's your boy Hurricane Chris, man. It's gonna be tough. I don't know if he getting out. I don't know if he staying in. That shit wild, bro. Very, very wild. Okay, let me see if I got anything else to talk about. Okay. Krishana Blueface apparently is gonna have a baby, and I'm very happy for her. Contrary to belief, a lot of people be hating, they be talking shit, talking down. I'm so happy for her. I think that's great for her. I think, you know, I think my boy need to show love to the girl, even if she crazy, bro. If you invite crazy into your environment, encourage crazy, and make crazy believe that it's your kind of crazy, man, shit. You need to stay with that crazy. You need to be with that crazy. Ain't no, oh, I got a bag, I'm getting better, I'm elevating, leave the crazy alone. Hell no. So I'm proud of her. I'm glad that she finally got it, and now I'm excited to see what the fuck's gonna happen. They say the baby don't stand a chance because apparently she already was in the fight last night over this weekend. But I'm rooting for them. That's that real love. Come on, man. That's that two crackheads with no teeth on a tandem bike kind of love. Like you gotta love it, honey. What's up? You want to say something to the people? Say hi. Okay, that's it. You can't eat it though. You just gotta talk to them. Okay. Okay. Honey said good morning. She said, "How are you guys doing?" She hopes you guys are having a good day. And anything else? Apparently, she's putting the microphone in her mouth. Okay. I seen this over the weekend. I was gonna make a TikTok or a reel about this, and I still am. This is actually crazy. Gilly the King, Gilly the Kid. Everybody know him with $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. This is actually crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like this. My boy really actually like put my boy Gilly through the fondle. The whole fondle. Like, look at this, bro. He took my boy to fucking trial. Like, this is crazy, bro. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Come on, man. Okay, look at how Gilly looking. Look how he looking over his shoulder. Look how he looking over his. Come on, man. Yeah, look at this little creep. Look at this creepy ass dude. What are you looking at? What is he looking at? Oh my god, he enjoying this. My boy Bald Tiger Woods is having a blast. He look like RuPaul, no cap. Is that John Wall? Never mind. Come on, man. Look, that's it. That's it right there. That hand on the inside. Look, here we go. Here we go. Ah, that's nasty, man. Come on, man. What is that? Other hand. Hey, clean. What is this? You know, this was a little creepy, man. You know, like, again, first of all, they already making you take your shoes and your socks off. At this point now, you basically getting butt ass naked in the airport, and they is giving you the whole Deshaun Watson. This nigga did the whole Deshaun Watson on my boy Gilly. That's crazy. My boy got an obscure calf, shin tat. Okay, you're a little different. What the fuck? Anyway, okay, come on. Lacey looking crazy. This nigga laughing. This ain't shit funny, man. Man, come on, man. My boy for sure ain't deserve to go through that though. That was crazy. In the airport. Come on, bro. Everybody in they socks, bro. Everybody in they socks in the airport. That's crazy. Just look like LAX TSA. Nah, that can't be LAX. I feel like niggas ain't doing no shit like that at LAX, even though it sure look like LAX. No, we ain't doing that out here. All right. So now we're gonna get to the main topic, what it is we all here for, what it is we all came to see, and that's me doing my thing, talking about some ball and some other things. Oh, okay, here we go. Cool, cool, cool. So I don't even have to start. I don't even have to get it started directly with talking about the NFL. Right now, Kyrie Irving is on a crazy tear. I don't know how many points he's responsible for and what he's been giving, so to speak, numbers wise. But Kyrie Irving for sure been hooping. Let me see. Like I want to say the last. KD been out for like 6 games, I think now, 7 games maybe. I'm probably off with that, but Kyrie he's been able to play a full season this year and stuff like that. Uh, he's been playing really, really, really well. Joel Embiid leading the NBA in points right now, so we're gonna do a cool little NBA run through. Domantas Sabonis leading the NBA in rebounds, Tyrese Halliburton assists, and Nikola Jokic in win shares. Um, right now, the Brooklyn Nets are the number 4 seed in the East. Right now, the Lakers are the number 12 seed in the West. Um, my Miami Heat are the number 6 seed in the East. The Bucks, led by Giannis, are the number 3 seed. And Joel Embiid, shout out to Philly. Go Birds, go Sixers, go Phillies, go Flyers. Grandma, you headed to work? I want you to come say something to the people. This mic good. It don't capture nothing but what I say in this motherfucking mic. Um, so let's see.
Here we go. Grandma said
The Cowboys really be lying to everybody.
the Cowboys ain't anything. And neither are the 49er gang.
Okay, because you said who gonna win? You told me, oh yeah, here we go, mama. Grandma, give me a prediction. What you said, what you told me. Can you repeat your text if you can real quick?
Cincy, Eagles.
Cincy.
Dirty Birds gonna whoop that Niner ass.
Okay.
If they go into Philly playing like they played, just not to lose,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna lose.
Which is how that was. I liked it though because it was a physical defensive game, but both teams definitely played not to lose.
Hey.
But that's what y'all got from the old lady, my OG. She taught me the game. She done taught me all I know about ball. So that's what she talking about.
Apple turnovers
Mm-hmm.
in the chip bag box up there.
Mm-hmm.
So help yourself.
For
I
sure.
moved them into the chip box because somebody keep going in the kitchen trying to figure out where there's something they can pull down and eat.
You funny as hell. For sure. Bye. Alrighty. And that was a little brief pass through from the old lady as she heads off to go play in Swaddle Babies. Dang, I wish it'd have showed me the month over the last few games and shit like that. But I mean, I could kind of look at the games, huh? I just go to Brooklyn shit, and I could just tell y'all I'm smart enough to be able to do that. Actually, very intellectually inclined. Let's see. Actually, right now I'm trying to tell y'all what my boy Kyrie Irving been doing over the last few weeks that KD been out. Microphone a little funky because Honey was biting on that bitch. Alrighty. Took a little vitamin break. And I figured if I take a vitamin break when I could do it with y'all. All right. We were trying to find out what Kyrie Irving has done this month. The Nets got TJ Warren. All right, sorry. This little segment is going to take a brief moment just because I have to navigate myself real quick. Okay, KD, excuse me, has been out since the 9th. Today, he's been out 14 days. So we got to go however many games have been since the 9th. Mm, 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 mm. 6 games. 6 games played since KD been out. 7 games played, including the day before KD was classified as out. They have lost, what is that? 4 out of what is that? 7 games. They done won 3, lost 4. Here we go. In this game, KD played 30 minutes, had 17 points. Okay, so Kyrie had 29. I remember this game. I think I had 29. 24. He probably averaging like 26. My boy Josh Giddey. That nigga good as fuck. Look. I'm telling y'all, look. He's good as fuck. Ask the homie Malak. Plus 14. This nigga's good as shit. I be trying to tell niggas, look, this nigga good. Kashai good. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is good. I really think Josh Giddey is better than him because niggas be so enamored about scoring. This nigga do it all, though. And again, this nigga cold, too, though, because he got 7 rebounds. No assists, though. That's what I'm saying. He got 6 rebounds. He got 9 rebounds, 9 assists, bro. This nigga averages, not average. This nigga almost had a triple-double. 15. So that's going to drop that average. There we go. Now it's from 26, like from like 24 to 26, like 26 to like 22. This math is horrible. Kyrie Irving didn't play this night. There go that average drop. So now it's for sure at like 25, 22, 25, 22. 19, that's like what, 4 days ago? 30. Okay, put me back up at 24. $48. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's for sure at 25. And this was last night, 38. 38. How many points is Kyrie Irving averaging in January? Let me see. Oop, typed the wrong shit. Hopefully stat muse pop up. Dang, okay, what I said, fuck, I feel like I said like 26. So Kyrie Irving is averaging 28.3. That's crazy. I was sitting there doing that math. I'm going to have to go listen to that shit back and see where my numbers was. That's cool. And I brought this up to mention this because I'm getting ready to talk about a few little NBA things. But I feel like Kyrie Irving is not getting a lot of credit and not getting a lot of respect right now for what he's doing this season, how he's been able to really stand in and play a really productive and important role for the Nets, excuse me. I don't know how many games have been played in the season so far, but he's played 35 games thus far this season. Has only really been out due to like physical maintenance type of shit. He's averaging 26 points right now, 26 and 5. Still shooting like 80,000% from free throw line from the free throw line. Like, come on, like that shit crazy. Come on, shoot 90% from the free throw. He a career like 88% shooter from free throw line. What is it? Career 88.3. Come on. Like what? Yeah, no, Kyrie for sure. Ooh. There go this ghetto ass light again. Y'all see it? This flicker flashing like a stripper light. There we go. Come on. Oh my lord. Oh, I was supposed to call somebody to wake them up. My bad. One moment. Gotta make a call. I love you. Yeah. I was just calling you to tell you that. I love you. Nothing. I just called you by accident, and when I got you on the ring, I said, I gotta tell this lady I love her. Because I love you, nigga. I'm not that type of person. I'm not the I love you the type of nigga when something wrong. Hey, I love you. Some wrong shit. That ain't me. Dolly's moving in a month, and then she's gonna move to Texas in like 2 months. Yeah. Yeah. True. With her cousin, so wherever her cousin is at, that'll be good for them though. Nah, facts. I'm for sure finna go. Yeah. Yeah. Her cousin Dawn. No. Dawn don't got no baby. Yeah, her sister got the baby. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call you back. I'm finished. Well, I think she's finna move out of her apartment to her grandma's, and then from there out. All right, love you. You feel me? Okay, so it took too long for me to get to this. I accidentally FaceTime my mama, so we just gonna have to power just straight on through real quick. I'm gonna mute the mic in a moment though. I just know that I am. But I feel like Kyrie Irving has earned a lot of respect and a lot of love this season so far, especially because like when it comes down to it, like bro, he's in a fucked up situation, bro. It's a hard situation to have to try and manage. And Kyrie Irving does somehow managed to manage this shit, and I done found some new shit on here. Fuck all that. We talking about Kyrie Irving. Uh, good morning. We got Coach Soto on the line. Hello, Coach Soto. I'm on YouTube right now doing my show. You laughing? I'm for real. I have a microphone. Do you see this? Do you see this? This means I'm serious. This means this is like Good Morning America. Like I'm like Al Roker. Like, come on. I just was sitting here. I was going through my drawer. It was a little microphone in the drawer that plug into the headphone jack. I'm like, bruh, hold on. What is this? You missed it too. I was talking about Young Thug in court with the Percocet. This is a real news network. Like, I'm so serious. We talk about Young Thug in the court with Perc. Oh, before we finish talking about the NBA, I know y'all seen Benito at the Laker game. He's so famous now, apparently, he got to cover his face up. He was courtside at the Laker game with a purse. Coach Soto, how do we feel about him with a purse? As the certified Bad Bunny. What? Okay, Coach Soto said that Bad Bunny was at this Laker game with a cover on his face because it was cold. You saying it was cold outside or in the Laker in the arena? Because it's warm next to them niggas sweating. Hmm? Oh, it's just cold, period. You got anything to say to the people? No? Don't. I'm finna send you the link so you could just listen along while you riding. You ain't even gotta do this. It just you seen the tire? Oh my god! On the live from the streets of Los Angeles because you're manifested being late. You won't be late. Dang. Dang, I guess you do gotta go that way. I for sure wouldn't go that way. I might go straight down Adams to the what's it called it freeway and cut that out. That's why you be late. Cause I feel like taking the lights down Adams is faster than taking that to the same freeway that you finna get on. Cause you know how you finna get on the whatever freeway that is. Yes. America. I promise y'all, America, this is not about me. You know, I'm trying to keep it on topic. And we was just doing LA traffic. It's traffic out there, America. Look, hey, LA, look, it's traffic out there today. Okay, y'all. Live reporting live. Coach Soto is out on the road in the Bad Bunny mobile. Wait, what? Man, Coach Soto, you are on the morning show on the news. This is not the closed segment. You're gonna have to wait. Okay, wait a minute. Just wait a second. Is it a lot of traffic out there? Huh? Too much. It's too much traffic. Is it a lot of crackheads on tandem bikes together out there? No, I seen two crackheads on the tandem bike. I don't know. I just know about the one that I'm talking to. You on the microphone now? I took it off the headphones. They are hearing this. I'm trying to get a traffic update for y'all, and this is what I'm going through. If y'all can't see, you see what a black man got to go through in America? I'm trying to do something for y'all, and this is what I got to go through anyway. Okay, so it's a lot of traffic. What's the estimate? How long do it take to get from the streets to the on ramp? Okay, 5 minutes. Depending on how far you live from the on ramp, that means it could take 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, and
I live right on like on the other side of it.
So it took her 5 minutes, and she lived close. Within that, can you give us an update on how much traffic? Is it moderate? Is it green? Is it a yellow light, a orange light, a red light? Is it a green light? The green light come before the yellow light, which is
Where
weird.
the fuck did you get an orange light from?
Cause it's orange when it's like it's finna get bad out here. It's like green light, yellow
You're
light.
talking about maps.
Yeah, like green light, yellow light, orange, red. Which color light is we on?
I think it's like orange. I don't think it's red.
It's orange, so it's finna get bad. Okay.
Let me see, actually.
You feel me? Reporting live from
the part that I'm in turned green.
News Cam 5. Oh, it's red.
Damn, I'm really good because the part that I was in was orange.
Okay, come on.
The part that I'm in is green, but I'm hitting a part that's red.
Okay. And now what are your thoughts on Bad Bunny at the Laker game with a purse? Because we finna get into the NBA. What are your thoughts on Bad Bunny at the Laker game with a pink purse? This is the third time I've said this. You heard me the first 2 times. This is the 4th time now. Benito, Rodriguez, Mokuto Moroto, Moretes, Mark Sanchez, Junior Johnson, Michael Jackson III. Don't say nothing crazy. Don't say nothing crazy. Don't say nothing crazy now.
Had you not put all your things in a purse and have it attached to you 24/7, you would lose all your shit.
Whoa, wait a minute. This is the 2nd time I have actually caught an actual stray bullet right now, and I'm trying to find out some shit for the people, and somebody just told me if I don't have a purse with all my shit attached to me, I will lose everything. What?
Because think about it, when you put that purse down,
Purse?
you lose it, and then you gotta look
It's
for it.
a fanny pack. At the craziest. It's the same thing. It's a fanny pack. Hell no, that shit had fur on it and a handle on the top. What are you talking about?
Yours has a handle. You can carry it with a handle.
It don't. It has a clip like to wrap to go around the waist.
Like a purse.
It got a belt.
I for sure held that in my arm like a purse.
That's because what you chose. That's what you chose to do.
Make it a purse?
Because that's what you chose to do with it. What are you talking about, man? What?
Exactly. So anything could be a purse.
Man, what?
You made your backpack into a fanny pack because you don't you could make anything into anything.
Wait, my backpack?
Yeah, remember we had to put it across you?
Oh, I made it into a satchel bag. Don't play me.
Okay.
Come on, man. She don't even know her bagology. What? Man, you disrespectful. What? As you can see, Bad Bunny fans is irrational, and they will do anything to defend this man. I took 2 stray shots. I'm bleeding and wounded now for no reason. For no reason. It's cool, though. All right. Okay, let me answer your question. I'm finna get back to this stream. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. You said you want to get a medium sweater? A baby blue one. Medium. But you could. Why am I talking into the mic talking about medium? Medium, but you probably could wear a small. But you should get a medium. I'm saying no. What I'm saying you can wear a small is if you come to the gym with me, you can wear a small, but you wear a medium. Damn, a large. This why it don't be no big low larges for niggas like me who got a long torso and wide shoulders. I definitely wear large shirts. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be wanting to put me in smalls and shit like that, and mediums and shrink. I wear large. I'm about almost 6 feet. I really a dunk on LeBron. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna call you back. Let me finish this and I'm gonna call you back. I love you, bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a brief update of traffic in Los Angeles, let's get into it and let's talk about it. Y'all heard me talking about the Laker game. We're going to talk about the standings for a moment, and then we're going to talk about actually, nah. let's just go look at it. We finna talk about it. Where they at? Damn. The Lakers got a 62% chance of being out the playoffs. Damn. The Rockets and the Spurs is 100%. The Lakers is the next team on the fringe of being eliminated from the playoffs. The Grizzlies is in the playoffs by far. They fighting to be the division winner. It's a 100% chance they're going to make the playoffs. 18% chance the Lakers going to make the playoffs. That's terrible. Fuck. So, lately, it been all this shit going on with the Lakers, as we know, all the ups and downs and all the bullshit they got going on. This kind of little video surfaced, if I'm not mistaken, the same day, if I'm not mistaken, did the Lakers ended up playing against the Grizzlies, which was so crazy to me. Somebody sent me this, and then the little shit started. So what I think is interesting about it is that when you got a lot of people talking about different shit that's going on with the Lakers and shit like that, and more particularly what went on with this little moment here, I thought it was pretty interesting that clearly, like, the Grizzlies, they for sure be chirping, because again, let's get into it right here. You go. The Grizzlies for sure done got into it with the Warriors. Klay Thompson done called all these little niggas, Negroes, bums. And at first I'm like, dang, all right, you ain't gotta call Jaren Jackson a bum. Like, these dudes are good. Like, they good players and shit like that. Now I'm like, nah, these little dudes is annoying. They really need to stop with all the hype and the cap stuff, because that's really not who they is. They really not like that. Again, I fuck with Ja Morant, but I also don't think he that crazy yet as far as what everybody want to say. So our favorite uncle on TV, favorite analyst uncle, Uncle Shay Sharp, uh, host of host and proprietor of Club Shay Shay, where you got to do something before two something and all that good stuff. One of the best tight ends in the history of the game. Part of one of the other best brother tandems, arguably the greatest offensive best brother tandem in the history of the NFL. I know Peyton and Eli was nice, but again, at the end of the day, like, neither one of them, they can't. If they had to throw the ball to each other, they probably gonna look crazy. I mean, maybe Peyton and Eli could get loose, but if Shannon and Sterling could throw the ball to each other, they'd have got off. They'd have run the option. They ain't got to throw the ball. Shannon Sharp got into it with and I think I said he's a Hall of Famer, 3-time Super Bowl winner, former Baltimore Raven, Denver Broncos, Savannah State HBCU alum, NFL 100 team member too. I think he made the All 100 team. He got into it with the Memphis Grizzlies and John Morant daddy over the weekend, and I thought this was like the craziest spectacle of just shit that you look up in, especially right now in the era where it's like, you feel me? You have all of these moments and situations and stuff like that where you're now seeing the people that you watch on podcasts and all of these different things and stuff like that get into it and get into these moments that temporarily stop or make you kind of halt in sporting events and stuff like that. You had the Gervonta Davis fight where you had Steven Jackson and Gilly the Kid and Wallow. All of those guys breaking up a fight and kind of crowd controlling and stuff like that, as well as a little bit of argument from Steven Jackson with some other people. You got this with Shannon Sharp, and it's like, I think the interesting thing is it's like, don't let this internet shit fool you with some of these people, bro. They not going for that shit. You know, the story on the street is one second. See, dang, this is crazy, bro. To have to do all of this by yourself is crazy. Dang, this is crazy. So again, if you running, like, if it's when somebody running a show type shit, it's like when they got a whole production. What it is, I just did right now. First of all, they're not taking no call on the line, but that's cool because we got a traffic segment. That was cool. I might try and do that all the time when I do this from now on. Like, I gotta pull the shit up, so while I'm speaking and thinking, while I'm thinking and typing, I'm stopping. I'm pausing speaking on the microphone. And I'm sitting here thinking about it every time that I do it. Like, dang, listen to how long you pausing while you typing this shit in. But it was just so I could pull this up. Oh no, that ain't it. Did it come through yet? Um. So yeah, basically the story on the street is, started to be long-winded and take a little bit long. Is that apparently there was like a moment where Shannon, like a fan, would called out to one of the Grizzlies players and say, "Oh, you can't guard." LeBron, prospectively, I think is what he said. And to that reply, the player replied to him, to Shannon, like, "Oh, fuck you," or some shit like that. You know, whatever, forget you, anything type shit. And they proceeded to have a little bit of a back and forth type thing. And apparently, like, instead of keeping it like an athlete and just saying, like, yeah, whatever, that's why you watching, oh, y'all finna bust their ass, da 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 da, I bust your ass. Apparently, like, it got confrontational. It got into fuck you, nah, fuck you, which I think, in my opinion, I think that this turned into what it turned into. I think it turned into all of this because Shannon Sharpe is an analyst on TV. So there's that element of you feeling like, oh, okay, I don't like this dude because he's a TV guy. Now, for example, John Morant, daddy, for example, I would say this: T. Morant, Shannon Sharpe will whoop your ass. Maybe T. Moran was an amateur boxer back in the day, but I just think off the strength that that's a mismatch. This is a mismatch, man. You can see it. You can look in the neck and tell it's a mismatch in the neck. T. Moran, he a break T. Look at T. Moran neck and look at Shannon Sharpe. Come on, look at T. Moran legs. Look at T. Moran legs, man. They gonna see, you can see Shannon Sharpe leg. If you can see a Shannon Sharpe leg, hand, anything. No. It's not a good matchup. And I think that's like one of the problems with this era is people don't definitely know how to respect other people's craft, especially people who handle their business and do their thing the right way. And I think Shannon Sharpe definitely does his thing the right way. You can definitely feel the type of way about analysts and certain stuff like that and not liking their presence and stuff like that. But I think like he's to be respected. You know, you got Desmond Bain, or not Desmond Bain, whatever the dude name is. I can't think of the nigga name if that's who it was. You know, calling Shannon Sharpe Brooks. My bad, I called him Desmond Bain. Brooks, whoever the hell this dude is, I can't think of this man's name. He looked crazy. Um, but him calling Shannon Sharpe like a pedestrian off the street and all of these things is a little crazy as well. And I just think it's kind of corny too, because I feel like as far as like taking it out of like not talking about uh Shannon Sharpe and people respecting people's crafts and the respect that I think he should be afforded as a legend in his sport. And again, right there, he cussing him out. He's saying some crazy shit that you shouldn't be saying as a player, bro. It don't matter what the dude's saying on the side. If he ain't saying, man, I'll kill you and your whole family, type of shit, or probably talking about you. And I think you should let your mama shit go too, because again, you playing ball, bro. Like at the end of the day, the fans is a part of the environment. They're not allowed to touch you. They shouldn't threaten your life and shit like that, and it shouldn't be racial. But besides that, anything else is fair. And family shit, and, talking about your kids and all that shit. But anything else is fair game. You ugly, you a hoe. You feel me? Again, I ain't. You can call him a hoe. Can't call him no bitch. You a hoe for how you busting our ass. That's cool. Like, oh damn, man, he hoeing us. He acting like a hoe. Like, period. But I think anything past that is crazy. For a player to be like doing that, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Just being able to come out to zoom out and my boy, you clearly mouthing bleep you, like, it's crazy. Yeah, I think the Grizzlies is bringing a little bit too much of this to the game. And it's like it's a swag, but it's like it's not a swag though, because it's like at the end of the day, it's kind of corny. Y'all haven't done nothing to be doing all of this and causing all this commotion. It's just weird to me, real weird. Because at the end of the day, it's like going back to the respect people's craft. Shannon Sharpe is a talented athlete, really talented analyst at what he does. I don't really see him cutting no negative promos on the Grizzlies or John Morant and stuff like that. I think he got a lot of respect for what they doing and love for what they doing. But like people being so caught up in, oh, I'm in the, I'm this guy, I'm that guy, you in the media type stuff. I think Shannon being in the media is what blew this up, and I think that that's just weird. Just like how they reacted to him, I think he should, again, like I just think he should be afforded some respect. And I think that the players, that Brooks should have reacted with a lot more maturity as far as the understanding of the game and the environment and stuff like that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when they be saying that these young players is soft and these new generation of players is soft, like, again, yes, if I were an athlete in today's era, in today's professional sports, I would be a part of this era, but I just don't think my mentality is like that. I think that should make me laugh, make me go harder, make me talk shit to him and shit like that. Like, maybe a little Kyrie Irving, like, flicking the fans off too and shit if I ain't fucking with them or I'm going through some shit too. But all of this little goofy ass shit is crazy. Cause again, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if him and Shannon Sharp met in the street, whether it's now or in Shannon Prime, I think Shannon is wobbling my boy. He knocking a braid band out. He knocking one of them rubber bands out the bottom of his braids at the end. That was a lot about that topic in particular. Shout out to my boy Kyrie for hooping. Let's see what else we got up in here. Right, y'all remember this? Just to close it up. Y'all remember this? No. That's not a video to press. Right? See, look, come on, right? Similar shit, just a little bit. Now, granted, this shit is crazy. It's playing through the mic. Okay, I didn't know we had that in our bag. Okay. Um, and then again, like if you know anything about this shit, it ended up getting broke up right there. Here you go. Well, here come Wallow. There goes Steven Jackson right there. So you got Wallow right there, Steven Jackson getting in here, separating this shit, breaking this shit up. And again, I think it's just interesting to bring us all around. You got Wallow, you feel me? We're getting in there, breaking it up, separating shit and calming shit down. You had Steven Jackson in there too. Again, come on, shut shit down. And I think what's interesting about this is what I brought this up to mention is also being in the era where we watching a lot of these people and content creators and stuff that we watch in real life. Like we seeing these people out in real life and shit that's going on in real life with them and stuff like that and how they reacting and how they're interacting and very much so opportunities for them to be exactly who they say though, which is very, very interesting in the era and the time where a lot of people say that this social media shit is disingenuous. And I think that's what made me go again to continue to bring up the social media element of it with Brooks and the media element of it is I think that dynamic of people not necessarily understanding that some of these people are exactly who they say outside of these forms and outside of these elements, it get the game fucked up. Sometimes you be having the game fucked up, and I think that was an example of it. I think you got the game fucked up like that when you react to a legend like that, when you get outside of yourself or get into yourself and in the game, and you forget that again the fans talking they trash or saying shit again besides something that's disrespectful or threatening to you and your family is a part of the game. Like even what he said at the end, he's a pedestrian from off of the street. Let me see what was his comments. Let's see. Oh, this Dylan Brooks who used to play for the what's it call it? The Oregon Ducks. Nah, he was good in college. Dylan Brooks did used to be good as fuck. Okay, so I do know who he is now. Nah, Dylan Brooks did used to be good in college. He did used to be good as hell at the University of Oregon. He for sure was doing that. He was so balling. Okay, so it says he was among a number of players irritated by the Fox Sports on-air personality. I think it's disrespectful that they wrote blogger about Shannon. Y'all know Shannon Sharp is way more than a blogger. He's not a blogger, actually. He is a three-time Super Bowl champion, a Hall of Famer, a HBCU alum, a current Fox NFL Fox Sports analyst, Mr. Chico Nacion. That can't be this nigga name. Oh no. Anyway, apparently he said I ain't talking about the exchange. You can ask him. He's the blogger or whatever he is. Okay. So they not calling him a blogger. Brooks disrespecting him. That's what I'm saying. See? Wow, this is cool. I'm enjoying doing this. This is cool. I'm having fun, and I'm actually seeing that I actually am good at this shit. Because again, I just mentioned this right here, disrespecting people craft and how good people are at what they do. Excuse me, young man. We may be the same age. You may be younger than me. It don't matter. I don't care. I'll see you there eventually. That's crazy. You can ask him. He's the blogger or whatever he is. I don't really care about all that. Next question. First of all, you're not a tough guy, buddy. At least I don't think. And again, what's the point of being a tough guy over some courtside NBA shit, and then saying some shit like that. Like, you gonna disrespect his craft? Come on, man. This man on his second career, second, and really his third career, because again, he already done played the game. Then he was a NFL analyst strictly. Now he's uh um like a television, like a full fledged television personality. Like, is he on some other shit right now. Third career. Anyway, uh, they asked him about security taking him off of the court and then bringing Shannon Sharpe back. Security and officials quickly intervened to prevent the situation from escalating the argument further. Sharpe was then allowed to return to his seat for the third quarter, which didn't sit well with Brooks. A regular pedestrian like him, no. He should never come back in the game, Brooks said. But this is LA. Again, that was some shit that didn't make sense to me either. But this is LA. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all don't think that if some shit went down, if Moneybag Yo got into an argument or some shit, they would bring Moneybag Yo back? But what? Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about here? I'm trying to think of like somebody that would be like a more rah-rah, energetic type of, like Taylor Lewan. You don't think if Taylor Lewan and Will Compton got into an argument courtside at a game, like at a Memphis Grizzlies game, that they wouldn't walk them off for a second and bring them back? You talking about this because it's LA? Nigga's a weirdo. What did LeBron say? LeBron showed some love for the former Denver Broncos tight end, whose comments on in defense of the superstar ignited the whole incident. I mean, I ride with Shannon for 365 days a year, 366 on a leap year, 24/7, James said post-game. So that's my guy. So I'll always have his back. He's got mine. He can talk with the best of them, for sure. And that's it. He can talk with the best of them, so get out your feelings. Dylan Brooks is good, though. I ain't gonna cap. Okay. I'm gonna talk about this real quick too, because this was real sad to me. It was really unfortunate. Just the goings on of this and different stuff like that. Ed Reed, I don't know how long he was at Bethune-Cookman. I'm looking up shit and seeing shit that maybe I need to start to put together on my own. Okay, so over the weekend, Bethune-Cookman decided not to hire Ed Reed as their coach after announcing that Ed Reed would be their coach. Some real ghetto shit per HBCU behavior. I'm not a graduate. I didn't go, all that shit, but I watched from afar. I know a whole bunch of people that went. And again, not ghetto solely just because it's ghetto, but because of the lack of institutional help from the government, for example. Again, like me and my mom was talking a few weeks ago about how just 2 or 3 years ago, like while Donald Trump was president, they were actually encouraging and pushing to defund HBCUs because the enrollment were so high, because they were bothered that there were so many students going to HBCUs, black and non-black students. So again, it's ghetto. The whole shit is just ghetto. You got people in there funneling and taking money. It's kind of weird elitist culture. It sometimes don't really seem for the people, but it do so much for the people, and it's so much for our community and for us. And it's just sad to see that in so many ways, where the learning experience is bountiful and the people that come from there are amazing, that so much of what goes on around it and the politics and the business of it is what I'm calling ghetto, tends to be that. And just in my experience on what it is, I've begun to learn through paying attention to it from afar as well, through football and through sports. You get an understanding of what types of things are missing and lacking, because again, in order to run certain types of sports programs and football programs, you got to be able to do and be able to have certain things. And the absence of those things creates a lot of deficiencies, and it creates a lot of lack, and it creates a lot of controversies as well when you get people in there trying to do for their people, it seemed like. And again, where it's just like you people who could really impact and really could change things, demanding more, demanding better of those who are in positions of power. And those people will rather say, well, bleep you, we don't need you, than stepping up and exercising their power in order to better help everybody. So, I think that's pretty interesting. And it's unfortunate. So, Hall of Fame safety Ed Reed said that the program would not ratify his contract and make good on the agreement for him to become the team's head coach. He also said the administration and the AD were forcing him out, which is what he spoke on in his video. The program had previously announced that Reed would be tapped to be their head coach on December 27th. So again, we ain't even on January 27th. We didn't even make it a month. However, over the last 3 weeks, Reed spoke negatively about the conditions of the HBCUs. Like Bethune-Cookman, saying that these programs have broken mentalities and need help, similar to what it is I'm saying. Again, not that they don't have the ability, not that for the students don't get what they can and what they should get out of it and the most out of it, but again, they could get so much more. It's the reason why so many people choose not to go and take them routes a lot of times until after the fact, because to begin with, it's not what it should be, at least. Even for athletes. Like, I think a lot of black athletes, even on the West Coast, like, a lot more kids should be going to these types of schools, and they don't, because it's not even a thought. Because it's not almost not even worth a thought, prospectively. And it shouldn't be that way, I don't believe. The program released a statement later Saturday evening saying they would not proceed with contract negotiations with the former coach after undergoing detailed assessments and reviews of the state of our football program. We have determined that it is in our best interest of the university athletics program and football student athletes to reopen the search and identify the next leader of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. I hit myself kind of hard that first time. I had to scale it motherfucking back. It's no way. That's what I'm saying. We have determined that that it is in the best interest of our football, our university's athletic program and the football student athletes. There's no way y'all determine that. There's no way that y'all said to yourself and y'all said, nah, we could find a better dude to come in here and do this than Ed Reed, who come from the same environments that these kids come from, made his way to the U, dealt with players and young men and like that with just as much talent right now as he dealing with. Because again, I think a lot of these kids got the type of talent that the old school had. It's so much more talent out here, honestly. Again, so you trying to tell me that being around that kind of talent wouldn't be able to hone and develop this kind of talent? Again, Deion Sanders FaceTimed this man while he was going through his meeting. This is at the last meeting that he had with the team. Deion is telling him, he said, I told you, he said, we talked about this. We know that this was going to be hard. We know that this was going to be tough, essentially. We knew what you was going to be up against, and we know what you was fighting for, essentially. We know that you love them kids. We know that you trying to help them and stuff like that, and that God is going to move you when he got to move you. It's not really about how and where you trying to stay somewhere. Essentially, I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Y'all might be able to hear it. Within that, them look again, just that connection, right? That off the strength of that, Ray Lewis. This is Ray Lewis safety. So Ray Lewis gonna come in the building, come talk to these kids. I guess you don't want them talking to Ray Lewis, whatever. Y'all got y'all opinions. Ray Lewis successful. That's what I think. I don't give a fuck what nobody do and all this other bullshit. Are you successful? Can you lead us? Can you teach us? Is it something that I could get from what you got going on? Besides niggas' opinions on what you got going on who ain't doing. Okay, Deion Sanders. You just seen what he just did at Jackson State. Now on to Colorado University. You seen what he did in his career. You don't want that in your build? You don't want that meshing and connecting with your coach? Maybe they'll scrimmage. Maybe they'll play. Anyway, so just reading that right in itself, right there, reading that statement, that's what I mean. It's ghetto. Ghetto as hell. Ghetto, disingenuous, fake as hell, trash. While we appreciate the initial interest in our football program displayed by Mr. Reed, during the course of recent weeks, we are also mindful of the qualities and attributes that must be exhibited by our institution personnel during what have been uniquely challenging times for our campus as we recover from the impact of 2 hurricanes during this past fall semester. The university has begun the national search to find the football program's next head coach. Reed had taken over a Wildcat program that was coming off back-to-back 2-9 seasons in 21 and 22. Now, what I will say, we talking ball. Let's talk ball now real fast, just a little bit, right? Miami do suck. And he was on an advisory role at Miami, and they do suck. They was hot for like 58 seconds and they weak. So that last part at the bottom, if you know what you know, that's a nasty ass toe, boy. What the fuck? If you know, you know. With this part right here, we are also mindful of the qualities and attributes that must be exhibited by our institutional personnel during what have been uniquely challenging times for our campus as we recover from the impact of 2 hurricanes during the fall semester. That's a very interesting statement too. Like, was he being too hype on what they needed to do? Y'all need to, and not really looking at it for what it is, or was it people sitting on their ass saying, "Oh, we've been through a lot"? But with that statement and his behavior, and what you know about what Miami had going on, being weak, even though they supposed to be back again, that's interesting. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right to the kids. But you know, unfortunately, that's how it was. This is how Aries' tenure ended. And again, it is a little weird. It is a little awkward. But he recently, I guess, apologized for his tone in about the school. But I don't really think he needed to apologize for his tone. That's interesting, man. That's so interesting. Let's see what that turns out to do. Alrighty, now let's round the motherfucking bin. And start making my own graphics. So, this is the final four. Honey over there biting stuff. Looking. So Saturday we had 2 games. Sunday we had 2 games. The AFC champion, or excuse me, the AFC number 1 seed Kansas City Chiefs took on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So number 1 seed day on Saturday, number 2 seed day on Sunday. We had Kansas City at Jacksonville, and then we had Jacksonville at Kansas City, Philadelphia taking on the Giants at home. Philadelphia is the ass whooping wagon right now. They looking really good. Go Birds. I'm rooting for y'all, Philly. Shout out all my friends and all my homies, just Eagle fans and shit like that. Shout out to my dog out there in Philadelphia, the Bird Lady. Shout out to Ariel, man. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Philly. You feel me? I'm rooting for y'all. Hope y'all go play against the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Kenneth Gainwell had 112 yards rushing, which is crazy. That offensive line just pushed the Giants all over the place, which was crazy too because the Giants played a really good game against the Jaguars. I mean, not against the Jaguars, but they played a really good game just a week before against against the Vikings. I don't think Dalvin Cook had that crazy of a game. So they came out and they just pushed these fools all over the place. Just all game. And literally, like I'm saying, they pushed these fools all over the place. It was all kinds of second level cuts. It was all kinds of press hole cuts out there all game. And they just couldn't stop these dudes like all night. 15 carries for 60 yards. That's what I'm saying. You want to go outside? Okay, 1 second. 1 moment, y'all. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, man, Dalvin Cook had 15 carries for 60 yards, 7 catches for 6 yards. So, you know, and again, this is with an injured Lane Johnson. Like Lane Johnson coming off a a groin injury and stuff like that. Like, and again, what's reason why I'm saying this and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because again, Miles Sanders had like 80 yards, 90, 60, 80 yards, I would believe, or something too. Let's check the stats. Kenneth Gainwell did have a long run at the end of the game, but it just speaks to how well they ran the ball. Like, come on, 90 yards, bro. They ran the ball like crazy on these fools, man. They ran the ball down their throat. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They're ass beating wagon. AJ Brown, who I put number 3 on my I put AJ Brown number motherfucking 3 on my list of players to watch, like player receivers left in the playoffs type joint. And my son had 3 catches. Let me see if I can get my video to pop up. I'm gonna run this video real quick because I feel like I could talk through like the little performances in the games too, based on this. This is crazy. Nah, 2 of the number 4 and number what's it call it? Both of them boys had like the most quietest games. That's crazy, bro. They had how many rushing yards did they have? They rushed for 268 yards. And only had 148 yards passing. No, that's good. This game this Sunday finna be crazy. Oh my God. Pads is finna be popping. Oh my Lord. It's gonna be a good game. Oh, I can't wait. Oh shit. They finna what? I'm geeked. I'm actually fucking geeked. I'm geeked in the motherfucker. I'm rooting for the man. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all know what time it is. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. And again though, like on some respect for the game shit and on some not fucking with the 49ers shit, they real. They real. They on a 5-year span. This is the one. If this the year of like a 5-year span, every team got a 5-year span. The Chiefs went through their 5-year span. They won a Super Bowl, went to 2. Tom Brady came in there and jumped in and kind of fucked the shit up real quick. And fucked up Aaron Rodgers' 5-year span when he came in and won, and fucked up Drew Brees. He fucked up Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees' 5-year span. 5-year span basically is I can go on here and I can show you guys over the last 5 years, right? The top teams, for example, and over the last 5 years, you're going to be able to see like a trend of certain teams that basically are some of the elite teams in the NFL, basically. So let's see. Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati. And this is just all teams that is competitive, good, high-level teams, right? I'm going to click the Rams to show the point and kind of explain what I'm trying to say. I want to pick the Ravens, too, because the Ravens have been good recently. But okay. So that's basically it. And it's usually about 6 teams. I'm trying to pick another one in the. Oh, okay, that's what I was finna say. Oops, no. Go back. Saints Packers. So within this, okay, so we're gonna get the Ravens in there too. New England. No, because Tom Brady. I was using this to explain the 5-year span, right? So within this, you'll have teams that literally over the last 5 years, these have been some of the best teams in the NFL over the last 5 years, or these are going to be teams that are some of the best teams in the NFL right now over the last 2 to 3 years, going into 4 to 5, right? Okay, so you got San Francisco, Dallas. Let me get my little notepad out. Follow me. Walk with your boy. Dallas. We want Dallas. They got Dallas. Or they didn't get Dallas. Frisco got Dallas. So we got Frisco. We got Dallas. We got Green Bay. We got New Orleans. We got LA Rams, my Rammies. We got KC. We got Buffalo. Buffalo. Cincy. We got Baltimore. Tennessee. Because Tennessee has been one of them ones. So within this, in this year's span, the Chiefs right now are number 1 in the NFC again. The Bills are number 2 in the NFC. The Ravens are number 4. The Bengals are number 5. That's this year, right? Frisco's number 3. Dallas is number 4. Green Bay is down here at, what is that? They 2 games out of the playoffs. Saints down here. Rams in first pick territory. We just want to ring. So what I'm going to say is, and what I'm saying is when you go back this past year, you're going to see some of these same teams that are either lower or some of these same teams that are in the top 4, they was probably higher last year. They on the cusp. They was on the cusp. They was really good last year. They wasn't able to work it out. Green Bay. The reason I talk about Green Bay and the Saints is if you go back the last 4 years before this, the Saints and the Packers was 2 of the best teams in the league overall. Going into a 5-year crescendo. They made their 5-year crescendo and Tom Brady switched conferences though. So when it probably should have been Saints versus Packers, NFC Championship game for the chance to go to the Super Bowl potentially, Tom Brady came in there and energized them young bulls, them young guys, and Aaron Rodgers out here drawing and shit like that, tripping, losing the games. Now Tom Brady come in here, he's still a 7th ring, when realistically Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees was supposed to be finishing that 5-year crescendo where your team is 5 years of your team trying to complete being one of the best teams in the league to win a championship. Or trying to go from being one of the best teams putting it together to one of the best teams in the league to the best team in the league to the team that won a championship. To the team that did everything to win a championship, right? Within that same span of time, right? Where it was the Green Bay Packers, because they had Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, was just that much far ahead of people. Some people believed, and it was able to be seen. They had number 1 seeds. They was able to make the conference championship game, right? Wasn't able to get it done. They lose. Like I said, what teams did I say? Lamar was hurt last year, if I'm not mistaken. They was 8-9. Look at the Bengals, though. Green Bay Packers, Dallas Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, Saints. That was the first year without Drew Brees was last year for the Saints. So they was 9-8. But look at how much further up they already are. The Ravens, they was 8-9. Watch this, though. The Ravens finna go ahead and do their thing because they back in the playoffs again this year. Even though they lost, they were back in the playoffs again this year, even though they lost. 5-year crescendo. So this is right here. Aaron Rodgers just last year was number 1 seed. Look what I'm saying. This lets you know that he missed that window last year. See, because the Rams completed their 5-year crescendo, because look at the records. The Rams is 12-5. The Packers is 13-4. So it shows you how good they was. Cowboys, 12-5. 5-year crescendo. I thought this was their 5-year crescendo year, where it's like you get to the 5-year. Well, I don't know if crescendo is the right word. Just, they 5-year peak year type of thing. I thought this was the season, but maybe it's next year. Tony Pollard broke his ankle though, so that fucks a lot up. But again, they got a good draft pick. Maybe you get an interior D lineman. If the Cowboys get an interior D lineman to rush the quarterback, it's a wrap. That's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get a D lineman. Find me somebody to do what Aaron Donald do, what Chris Jones do, what Dexter Lawrence do. Find me somebody what Christian Watkins do. Find me the dude to do that for Dallas. And they good. Anyway, 12-5 last year. Rams 12-5. San Francisco 10-7. Saints 9-8. Now, on the AFC side, teams that I listed. Kansas City, I said they were number 1 last year. I misspoke. They was number 2. Tennessee, who was down at the list at the bottom, because if I'm not mistaken, I wrote these by way of where their numbers are, like where they sit as a team, win or loss. Tennessee is down at the bottom of this list this year. Last year, they was number 1, 5-year crescendo. They got to make some changes right now because they've been able to build a good philosophy in the system. I think you just switch to Malik Willis, let him play, let the young bull run. You got to get you another receiver to go with Traylon Burks. You got to get you some linemen. Like they got to switch this shit up before they fall off of their 5-year. But they was on their 5-year and in the middle of it. But we just knew that they just wasn't that team that was gonna get it done though. We just knew that they wasn't finna win it, like type shit. The Bengals, they was 10-7. The year before, they probably was crazy. The Bills, right now, they just lost again in the playoffs. Again, after being a ass-beating wagon. Everybody said they was going to win the Super Bowl. Aha. What y'all get? I told y'all wasn't going nowhere. Everybody was high-siding and all that shit when the Rams lost. I told niggas that at the end of the day, a whole lot of teams is going to have a year that only I'm going to remember. And I'm going to be pulling up on Pro Football Reference talking about 5-year crescendos and shit. And ain't nobody else going to remember. And that's what the fuck happened. Bye-bye Dallas. Bye-bye, who else the fuck lost? Tampa Bay. Bye-bye Minnesota. Bye-bye Giants. Chargers. Jaguars. Baby Jaggies. We love y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get the shit done. It ain't about what you do week one when at the no sex in the champagne room game, so to speak, where the Rams drinking champagne, we drunk celebrating our birthday. Don't nobody care about that shit if you don't win. But me, because I love this shit. Okay, so Kansas City in our 5-year crescendo, we're going back 3 years now. Kansas City has been number 1 seed, number 2 seed. The Bills have been number 3 seed, number 2 seed, number 2 seed. Green Bay Packers, New Orleans Saints. It's crazy. I hope y'all take a chance to really look at this and listen to what I'm saying. Because, again, like I said, if you pay attention to it, the shit really puts itself together and bears out. When the fuck did Tampa Bay make the playoffs with Jameis? Oh, no. Sorry on the mic. Okay, so this is Tom Brady year where they went to the Super Bowl. So the last season that I just showed y'all was last season. And the season to start originally was this year that we're in right now. So again, within this, there we go. Tampa Bay was wherever they was ranked just not too long ago. The Rams, the Cowboys, I think this is the year that Dak was hurt. The 49ers, whatever. Ravens, there we go. Titans, right? Bengals, come on. This is why the Bengals 5-year crescendo finna be crazy. Look at it. The Bengals 5-year crescendo finna be crazy. They was 4-11. This is the year Joe Burrow got hurt. Or was it? Had to be the year Joe Burrow got hurt. They drafted Jamar. Yeah, this was the year Joe Burrow got hurt. They drafted Jamar Chase. Okay, so 5-year crescendo. Green Bay. Last year was the number 1 seed. The year before that, they was the number 1 seed. This is the COVID year. This is when there was no fans in the stadium. This is the COVID year. They was the number 1 seed that year. Number 1 seed the year after the COVID year. New Orleans Saints was the number 2 seed. They was right out of the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, at whatever they little ranking and whatever their number was. Let's go back and see real quick. So they was 1 game out of the playoffs. Again, so they was 1 game out of the playoffs. COVID year. Number 2 seed in 2020. And again, that just show how good they was. They was 1 game out of the playoffs. Then they asked, was the motherfucking number goddamn, what is this motherfucker? The number the number 2 seed the COVID year, which shows how good they were. Tampa Bay makes it with Tom Brady. That's when they snuck in. Okay, so this is the year I'm talking about. So this is what I mean. Exactly. This is exactly what I mean. This is like exactly perfectly what I mean too. The niggas was on they crescendo year. This is what I'm saying. Look, when the Rams hit their crescendo year, they 12-5. It's a myriad of teams in here with the same record, like all up in here. This is why you got to capitalize. We go beat Tampa Bay, then we go and play the 49ers. We win. It's what, the 49ers is dangerous right now type shit. This is the year that these two niggas are supposed to meet up and play each other. Because again, the team that ended up beating them, they're 13-12-4 and 13-3. Like 11-5. Yes, they was good as hell and all of this shit, but I just didn't believe that they were supposed to beat them. And Russell Wilson blew it too, dickhead. This nigga had these niggas at 12-4. Anyway, you get in this situation. Both of the teams right here, both of these teams, Green Bay and New Orleans, sorry to be long-winded and stuff like that. I'm getting kind of excited because it's crazy that I'm able to just put this shit together in my head. This should be sitting in my head. But I found my microphone, so I guess I'm going to be able to get it out. I won't be psychologically constipated behind this shit. Where they're supposed to play each other, bro. Both of these teams end up losing to the Packers. I mean, to the Buccaneers. And again, the Packers played the Rams close. Bills and the Chiefs. This is the year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this was the year that the Bills and the Chiefs. Did they play in the NFC Championship game? I don't remember. I'm acting like it's not right here, like I can't look. Yeah, they played in the conference championship game. They walked off on the Bills. The Bills lost. But again, Kansas City Chiefs number 2, Buffalo Bills number 1, Bills number 2, Ravens number 4. This is crazy. This shit's fucking my head up. I did not know that I was actually right about this. So you go 2019. Look it. I be trying to tell y'all, I be knowing. This year the Bengals got Joe Burrow. You see what I mean by 5-year peak? For those of y'all that's going to watch this, hopefully the resolution isn't bad. And y'all can see, this is back-to-back years going into 2021. So, again, what I'm saying is 2019 and 2020, the Saints and the Packers were the number 1 and number 2 seed. 5-year crescendo. That's what, 2020, we on 2019. So, again, right now we in 2022, the 2022 season, the end of 2021, 2022 season. 2021, 2020, 2019. That's already 4 years. I'm finna click back. After this, we going back one more year, and we've completed the 5-year crescendo. And we gonna literally see where we at in the span of 5 years. Which I could tell y'all the teams that won the Super Bowls out of that, and where everything is looking at now. But again, like I said, 5 years. So again, think about that just in itself. In the 5-year span, 2 of them years, 2 teams in the NFC had the same. They was in the same spot, meaning they was, by way of beating everybody at the end of the season how they needed to, they were the 2 best teams in the conference both years back to back. Meaning at the least, damn near, these niggas should have split. One should have won 1 year, one should have won the other year. One team should have won 2 years, whatever it is. They didn't win no rings out of none of that. None of them, neither one of the teams won rings. That's insane. 5-year crescendo. This was when the Ravens was at 14-2. The Patriots with Tom Brady. That's what I'm saying. Tom Brady hopped over. He snuck these niggas because the Buccaneers was at 7-9. Like, crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's so fucking crazy. What year is this? This is the year the Chiefs won. So again, this is the year before Tom Brady leave. Tom Brady at 12-4. The Fighting Brady's is at 12-4. Kansas City at 12-4. The Ravens was 14-2. Nigga, what? The Bills at 10-6. So again, they creeping. They was the number 4 team at that point. The Titans is at the 16 at 9-7. The Bengals all the way at the bottom at 2-9. 5-year crescendo though. That's what I'm saying. 8-8 for Dallas. 9-7 for the Rams. 13-3 for the 49ers. Which is why I think this is important for them. 13-3 for the Saints. 13-3 for the Packers. So that's the year that the 49ers lost in the Super Bowl. And then the year before that, you got like an anomaly year. This is like the last Brady championship with the Patriots and shit. Again, the Chiefs was number 1 seed. Ravens made that thing. Titans was the ways out. The Bills was 6-10. Yeah, so again, in 5 years. So 5 years ago, the Bills was 6-10. The Chiefs was 12-4, and Alex Smith was the quarterback, I think. Yep. Oh no, Patrick Mahomes was the quarterback. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes started his shit 5 years ago. He was 12-4. He ran through that nigga, lit niggas up to life. Oh. Mm-mm. And there's the indictment of the 5-year crescendo. Shout out to my Rams. I be trying to tell y'all, we really nice like that. So 5 years ago, the Rams was in the Super Bowl. We lost. So 5 years ago, we completed another potential 5-year crescendo, and we made it to the Super Bowl and we lost to Tom Brady. The Ravens was 10-6, the Titans was 9-7, the Bills was 6-10, the Chiefs was 12-4. Patrick Mahomes was quarterback. 49ers was 4-12, Packers was 6-9, the Cowboys was 10-6, the Rams were 13-3, the Saints were 13-3. So that's 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, where the Saints won 13 games or something like that. Mm. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the Saints are done. Anyway, it kind of breaks it down simply to put it. You got 5 years. Once your team get in there and once they get good, you got 5 years to make some shit shake and make something happen. Because if you don't make nothing happen within that 5 years, then a team gonna walk in and steal your ring. Tom Brady. Another team will complete the 5-year crescendo. You feel me? They 5-year peak, so to speak. Peak, so to speak, and win. I'm getting a little self-conscious about how long I've been talking about this topic, but I feel like I've been making it make plenty of sense, even though I'm giving a lot of statistics and numbers and shit like that. You'll get beat by the Rams while they're completing their 5 years of being one of the best teams, arguably the best team in the league, pound for pound. You will look up, and it's a chance that a guy like Tom Brady will switch conferences, and he'll steal your 5-year crescendo ring from right up under your nose, like he did from Drew Brees into Aaron Rodgers. It's a chance that you the Buffalo Bills and you just run into teams like the Bengals. You just run into teams. What year is this? It's 2020. Yeah, it's a chance that, again, you're the Bills, and one, you build this thing and put it together, and one, you just keep running into the Chiefs. Can't beat the Chiefs. And then again, a team like the Bengals pops out. And then you run into the Bengals. So again, you run into the Chiefs last year in the last game of this playoffs, and it's a hard matchup and all these points, stuff like that. Then the next year you run into the Bills, who just is ready, rearing to go. They went to Super Bowl last year. They trying to complete their 5 year. They said, okay, we was weak. Okay, we was whack. Okay, yeah, we good. Let's go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, we good as fuck. Let's try to get back to it again. Again, this Bengals is on year 4, and then the whole span they went from being weak, first round pick Joe Burrow, first round pick Jamar Chase, Super Bowl, first year lose to the Rams. Next year they going to play the Chiefs this coming up weekend, and I think they should be favored to beat the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes is not healthy, and even if he was healthy, they'd beat this nigga 3 times straight. Sorry, Buffalo. Y'all better figure it out because y'all are running in y'all 5 year span. And again, y'all one of the teams that's capable of getting there and winning it. But again, y'all keep ending up in the category of the Titans, the Ravens, the Cowboys. Like, just one of the teams that 5 years is working hard, but they ain't really getting it done. The 49ers are an interesting case in the 5 years because right now, last year they was 10-7. The year before that, they was ass beating wagon. They were 10-7, and that's what I'm saying. When you go to the Super Bowl, bro, the next year for the most part, like one of the teams have a drop off. Like we went to the Super Bowl, we won. The Bengals is still good. The Chiefs went to the Super Bowl against the 49ers, they won. The 49ers fell off. The Patriots went to the Super Bowl against the Eagles. The Eagles fell off, and they was trying to figure it out, and they was all right. And the Patriots still was good, and the Eagles like is back again. So that's like low key the rotation of how it goes. One team got to be up, one team got to be down. Both teams don't always just come back ready and rearing to go. It take a lot to get there. So they was 13-3. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers do be up and down though. In their span of 5 years, let's check see where the 49ers is at. So they was 5-10. Went to the Super Bowl. Dang, 5-10, 13-3, 6-10. Yeah, 6-10. These niggas is weak. This is the first time the Rams that had a season like this since Sean McVay been in LA. Niggas was running their mouth. Yeah, all right. Hey, I'm finna go to the gym after this. Fuck. 10-7. Last year. Oh, come on. Yeah, they at year 5. This is fun. I'm sorry. I feel like I'll get long-winded, but this is fun. I'm having so much fun. I know so much about this shit. This is ridiculous, bro. 13-4. Again, so 5-10, 13-3, 6-10, 10-7, 13-4. They at the peak. They're at their peak. What are they gonna run into a fucking wagon of ass beatingness who, like Mike, just sneak your ass? That matchup is gonna be good. Good. That's gonna be a good game. Pads gonna be popping. Mouthpiece is gonna be getting knocked loose. Niggas is not gonna have no time to bend down and tie their shoe real fast. It's gonna be that kind of game. What? And I'm talking about the players. Like, you know, niggas stop and tie his shoe. No time. Come to the sideline, shoe untied. You're gonna be thinking about what happened just now, and I ain't even had no time to tie your shoe. But maybe they tie their shoes so tight they don't have to tie their shoe. Good luck, 49ers. Okay. What the birds looking like? Well, anyway, actually, I don't need to just keep talking about the 5-year crescendo shit. I could move on from that shit now. A lot of teams is in a 5-year, but will they be able to get it done is the ultimate question. Trevor Lawrence right now played a really good game in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes was hurt. I think that's going to favor the Bengals going into this game, even though interior pass rush pressure is going to be interesting because the Cincinnati Bengals offensive center, Ted Karras, I think his name, definitely did have a knee injury in that game against the Bills, but they managed to whoop their ass, so it didn't even really matter. We talked about the Eagles being an ass-beating wagon to rush for over 200 yards. And again, the Giants are a primary rushing team, so them being able to do that and hold them in check and kind of fuck with them in that regard also is a big deal. I didn't really check the stats. One thing I do know, though, okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Philadelphia got the best cornerback tandem in the league, probably. And I think it's slept on, and I think it's part of the reason why they get so many sacks and why they are able to really, really, like, funnel defenses and really, really fuck with people. When you got Darius Slay, who is literally like a top 5, top 6, 7 corner in the game right now still, and then you got James Bradbury, who James Bradbury for sure is like an all-pro, I think, at least 2 years ago, at least a Pro Bowler. Let's check. If it got a little cross by the season or a little asterisk by the season, come on, selected to the Pro Bowl. Okay, he didn't make an all-pro team. I've been lying. But he did make the Pro Bowl. Oh, he made an all-pro team this year. All-pro second team. Come on, see? Oh, I'm good. Oh, he saved me. He wasn't this year, but he was, wasn't 2 years ago, but he was this year, baby. I know he made it. I just had a feeling. I said, this nigga's all pro because he was good. He made the Pro Bowl, like I said, 3 years ago? 2 years ago. Oh, yeah, 3 years ago. 3 seasons ago with the Giants, 2020. So he made the Pro Bowl, like, in 2020. He made the all-pro team this year. And, again, y'all want to know why he made the all-pro team? Because niggas don't know he out there because he not getting no target. They not throwing no balls his way. He out there locking shit up. That's why. Man, what did Darius Slay do this year? That's interesting. It's all about who you play with. That's the truth. Like, I feel like corners for sure should get love based on like how much they not getting bombed on. Darius Slay only got 2 touchdowns in his whole career. That's actually crazy. 3 picks. Okay. 14 pass defense. He gave him 5 TDs. But that tandem of Darius Slay and James Bradbury is just, it's tough. In the time, in the era where, again, it's so much about coverage, understanding coverages, understanding what guys are going to throw at you, what guys are going to be trying to do to you, being able to have 2 corners who can like legitimately lock up their side of the field, at least legitimately play their assignment and give the freedom of the inside of the field to not have to worry about being distracted so much by what's going on crossing across the middle of the field and in the short and intermediate, to know that you got 2 guys on the outside that at the very least when the ball comes their way for their rep, they going to be there when the ball is there. You're not going to look up in Bradbury and James Bradbury and Darius Slay, excuse me. You're not gonna look up and these 2 guys be like in out of position. You're not gonna look up too many times and be seeing them getting cooked. Again, these guys are 2 stout corners. Bradbury gives me Revis template. Not that he's a Darrell Revis kind of guy, but again, not a guy who's a flashy, crazy athlete. Really gonna be more footwork and fundamentally inclined. Real stout, a good squatty corner too. And when I say squatty corner again, somebody who really I think at least can really squat within them 5 yards and still keep their feet. You feel me? Still be able to cover and still squat down and wait and be patient enough to not open up before they have to. And I think that's one of the qualities about James Bradbury that I think if you just know the game and you kind of just look as far as I know, as far as what I think I know, that's his abilities and what he brings to the game. And then Darius Slay is again, always been a super duper great athlete. Real cerebral corner, great ball skills though, and somebody who's really, really consistent, an energy guy. You can see that in his interviews and the things that he says, and I think that's something that's very important because again, when you got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, one of my favorite players in the league, one of my favorite DBs, you got a guy like that, and some of the other guys that they have, you see that it gives them the ability to really play freely and play fast, and that's one of the most important and the most vital things. A brief note on the Chiefs game again, real quick, before I talk about the Bengals. About that boy Travis Kelce really liked that. My son had 14 catches for 98 yards. He only had 3 passes that he didn't catch. We ain't gonna say drops. 3 passes that he didn't catch. That's a big deal. What is also gonna be a big deal is gonna be Kadarius Toney. And Isaiah Pacheco, who had 95 yards rushing, and Jerick McKinnon. Because, see, with Patrick Mahomes being hurt with that ankle injury, they're going to have to run the ball. They're going to have to create ways to keep Patrick Mahomes from having to be standing back there holding the ball all game. And if they can't create them kind of options and them kind of lanes and ways, it's going to be tough for them. The Bengals, your local neighborhood ass beating wagon, really, really good performance against the Bills, just the way in which they shut them down and held them in check, and then also play a game with no turnovers, 2 penalties. That's like they played a clean ass game. Like what? That's crazy. They played a great game. 30 first downs to 18. The defense is really good. That's the thing. That's the secret thing about the Bengals too. Joe Mixon had 100 yards rushing. Yeah, see, they're a problem right now. They were at 138 yards rushing. That's a lot. Oh, Joe Burrow had some too. 169. That's a lot of rushing yards. 172, excuse me. And again, they played in the snow, so the receiving numbers is not going to be crazy. The highest receiver for the Bengals was the running back, I think, right? Oh, no, Jamar Chase, 61 yards, and Hayden Hurst over the field. But to me, their defense is slick where it's at, though. Them 2 pass rushers, and Henderson and Hubbard, if I'm not mistaken, Henderson came from the Saints. He was a pretty good pass rusher. They would have loved to have him next to Chandler Jones. And again, he had a good season that last season before he left the Saints. In the 5-year peak year. And if y'all go back and look at the stats, go look at that season, that 5-year peak year, Henderson was balling out there nasty with no gloves and long sleeves on. White boys be doing some crazy ass shit. They be getting it though. This defense is really good. Jesse Bates is really good at the safety position. DJ Reader down there in the middle on the inside of the interior defensive line. He's a freaking monster. And like I said, that's what I'm saying. Interior pressure, outside pass rush, talented back end. That's what you need to play defense in this league today. Like, you can't get there without it. The Rams last year. Aaron Donald, interior pass rush, interior defense, outside pass rush, Von Miller, elite talent on the back end. Eric Weddle, Jalen Ramsey. The offensive dude's going to do it if you got the dude. If your coach ain't a dickhead, they going to do that. 49ers and the mother freaking Cowboys. One more thing about the Cincinnati Bengals. I just want to say. Just one more thing I want to say. This man, Jordan Lee Anthony Burrow, got all the hoes going crazy. And I don't really know what he did to get it like this or to make them love him like this. But no bap, though, is getting out of hand. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I could show you people who posting this man. Like, this man right here, I think is finna be the Super Bowl MVP this year. I think he's finna win the MVP. I think he should win the MVP for this year because he's clearly the most valuable player. We seen where they was before he got there. I'm sorry. Like, he should be the guy. Like, he is the guy, like, at the end of the day. Like, it's kind of crazy. He started off the game like 9 for 9 at one point, and Joe is really a cold guy. Like, it's crazy. One more time, because this video is for so hard. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Kevin McAllister. Kevin McAllister all grown up, huh? One more time, because it's hard. Okay, we done. Go ahead, Kevin. He said, I ain't home alone no more, bitch. This game was interesting. Y'all heard the old lady as she was heading out the door saying that playing afraid against Philadelphia is not going to be what's going to get you there. I don't know, bro. Like I said, 5-year crescendo, Dallas, I think, was at day 5 year. It was at their 5th year, man. When you got shit like this, Dak Prescott has 16 interceptions in 13 games. He hasn't gone back-to-back weeks without throwing an interception this season, which means he's thrown a pick every week. He threw a pick every week of the year this year. Dang near. He might have not thrown one week, but the next week he for sure threw one. So he never went back-to-back weeks without throwing a pick. It's unfortunate because, again, he threw a timely interception that they didn't need yesterday, and it lost them the game. It was a close game, a good game. They're talented. They're good as fuck. But shit, Ezekiel Elliott got to have more than 10 carries for 26 yards. Like, yes, Tony Pollard is your help and your guy with you back there, but you got to make something shake, dude. You that guy. You been that guy for Dallas. Because again, look at this. In the passing game, they shut these dudes down for the most part. The biggest receiver was Kittle for 5 catches for 95 yards. We'll live with that if we can stop the 6 for 45. The other 2 dudes had 2 catches. That's crazy. Christian McCaffrey, 6 catches for 22 yards. Now, that was a lot of catches, though. A lot of catches, a lot of timely catches, but you got to do better than that. All these niggas getting outplayed by Brock Purdy. This shit is crazy. Brock Purdy didn't throw no touchdowns. Dak Prescott threw 2 picks, 2 timely picks. It's gonna hurt you every time. My boy CD Lamb is gonna bring me to talk about this real quick. This was my list of my top 5 receivers left in the playoffs still. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through this list and then we're gonna look back at their statistics. So Cedarian Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys, I had him at number 5 on my list because I felt like if Dallas was gonna win this game, him and Tony Pollard was gonna be the reason. Because I felt like he was not gonna be able to be guarded by these dudes, and I felt that if Dallas activated the proper plan in order to move the ball and hit this defense, they would actually force Dallas's defense to open up for the run game by way of getting CD Lamb the ball. He did have 13 targets, 10 catches out of the 13, and 117 yards. Longest was a 46-yard catch. So again, Cedarian did what he was supposed to motherfucking do. Balled out. I don't know if the problem in Dallas is the quarterback. I don't know if the problem is the philosophy and the scheme. It may be the quarterback. At this point, though, if I'm Dallas, I'm definitely trying to see if we can get a new dude. Like, I'm trying to see if we could. I'm trying to do whatever I can to win the Super Bowl, bro. I don't know if Dak is the guy. I don't know. Cowboys fans, y'all got to tell me at this point. I don't know. I thought Dak Prescott could get it done. I've seen plenty of dudes win a Super Bowl, but at this point, Dak Prescott, I don't know. Like, Deebo Samuel, he had 8 touches total in the game, 4 carries, 4 receptions. He had a total of, 56 yards in the game. No, he didn't do shit to be on number 2 on my list. But left in the playoffs. What I realize is that's not this week. Left in the playoffs mean left in the playoffs. So while Cedarian Lamb went out with a bang, Deebo Samuel's still left to play, so hopefully he'll elevate over his 56 yards. But I think he gonna be definitely important and needed against this team, and he gonna test them linebackers. Deebo Samuel gonna test your linebackers, bro. He gonna test them linebackers for the Eagles and see if they ready to motherfucking tackle, man, because he do get them pads popping. He's not one of them. He's not one of them. He's one of those. Yeah, right there, mouthpiece popper. Yeah, he's one of them. He's not one of those. He's one of the. Excuse me. He's not one of those. He's one of them. Kids. Yeah, like Deebo Samuel, one thing he gonna do is he's gonna drop them pads like that right there. He's gonna do that. Thank you very much. AJ Brown. Let's see what my boy had. I didn't talk very much about him because he didn't really do very much. But again, he didn't necessarily have to do very much, I guess, because they were able to run the ball real well all game. He also had a light game. But again, sometimes when you have a light game, that means you get to come back and have a revenge game. What I will say, though, is Devontae Smith went off. He had 6 catches for 61 yards, the former Heisman Trophy winner. And again, they're going to have to guard up. That's the one thing that they is going to have to do, and that's what's hard about the Eagles, too. You got to have you some receivers that they got to guard up on. If they could just come up and they could just say, all right, we finna just press up, and whoever the other nigga on the other side is, we ain't worried about him, whatever type shit, you're fucked. When they played the Rams, the 49ers, they had to back up. They couldn't just press up the whole time and just hope and just believe that they D-line was just going to bully everybody and the DBs was going to be able to play that off cover, that cover 2, cover 3 shells type shit. Not happening. Devontae Smith, he gonna make your ass work. 6 catches for 61 yards. He gonna make them work. And again, if they get caught in the wrong shit, Jalen Hurts gonna let that bitch fly. AJ Brown, though, who is my number 3 receiver on my list, a light day. 3 for 22. Game, he was done by the end of the third quarter, by the middle of the third quarter. But I think we'll definitely be looking to see him perform at a very, very high level coming into this game that we're getting ready to watch this coming up Sunday. And he's going to be needed. I think he's going to have to score at least a touchdown and have at least 60, 70 yards receiving in order for them to get out of this because it's needed at this point. But again, they ran the ball so well. That's what I'm saying. Drake Greenlaw going to be important too. I'm going to make a video about him too. That man is a beast. Yeah, y'all can go follow me on TikTok at World Wide Web. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at the same thing. Y'all can follow me on Twitch at Zach Attack Sports. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the hood and the homies. Stephon Diggs, big dig. Unfortunately, Stephon Diggs finished his playoff with a little sadness. No, buddy. Sorry, Aaron. See, here go my homeboy Aaron talking shit with them weak-ass Cowboys. Sadly, sorry, we got a ring. Niggas is finna be 30. The Dallas Cowboys ain't won nothing. Oh my God. It's snowing in Philly. Snow game. The Cowboys weak. That's funny as hell. Let me see if I can find a post. You know, you got the shit with Stephon Diggs with the media gonna make it seem like he kind of showing up Josh Allen, but was it Bleacher Report? Maybe posted Sports Center. Sorry guys, I know we don't got a media team yet. If you want to sign up for the media team, you feel me? Let me know. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Hope you guys have made it to work. It is 9:23 here in Los Angeles this morning. I will give you a quick run around at the time on other places around the world. In Mecca, it is now 8:23 in the morning. New Orleans, shout out to my folks in the boot. It is now 11:24. Shout out to Kobe. It is now 5:24 in Freetown, South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. In Phnom Penh, I think I said that right. It's 12:24. Shout out to my Cambodians. All of my bruvs in London. It's 5:24 p.m. there. It's midnight in Cambodia. In Bogota, Colombia. Is that Colombia? I think that's Bogota. I don't know. It's 12:24 p.m., so it's noon. Sydney, Australia. Shout out to my people in Australia. It's 4:24 a.m. Paris. I'm gonna go there soon. It's 6:24 p.m. Tokyo. It is 2:24 a.m. It is 12 noon in New York. It is 11:24 in Dallas. I forgot where Doha is. I put that shit on there, but I remember that where it's at, and it is 12:24 in Philadelphia and 9:24 here in Los Angeles. You feel me? I said I was gonna read the news, but I don't think I'm gonna read the news. Ding. My boy Stephon Diggs, bro. Okay, let's talk about you. That's what we're here for. So this is how my boy Stephon Diggs ended his playoffs. Again, this that crazy ass shit, and this is why I know people is out their mind. And this is what I've been saying for a little while. See, the issue with Josh Allen though is that this man number 14 came from Minnesota and balled in Minnesota with Kirk Cousins. I know Justin Jefferson getting all the love, but I just don't believe he's better than Kirk Cousins. I just think the game changed and the usage for receiver, even though he is like that, has changed and it's crazy as fuck. Kirk Cousins still gonna fuck it up with the bed. He put Josh Allen on though and gave Josh Allen the freedom to really have a receiver that he could just do anything with at any time. And it elevated Josh Allen and put him at a status that I don't think he necessarily is at because, again, I think his game still has some shit that was missing for real. And I think, unfortunately, in this situation and in this moment, it's going to be shown as Diggs showing up Josh Allen. But when it come down to it, bro, if we finna lose and we finna go out and shit like that, bro, feed me the ball. Bite in the hand and feed you, that's crazy because, again, Stephon Diggs literally is part of the reason why Josh Allen got the contract that he got, if he hasn't gotten it already. Like, he's the, like, literal reason. It's Gabe Davis. Y'all gonna tell me it's Gabe Davis? If Josh Allen never got Stephon Diggs, he would be in a position that he wouldn't be in a position Lamar Jackson's in because Lamar Jackson is black. But he would be in the position that Lamar Jackson was in, so to speak, as far as them not trying to get his man no contract because all he do is run around. Because if y'all don't remember, which I know y'all don't, because, again, all this shit niggas be high-siding about and shit like that, I'll be the only motherfucker that know what the fuck finna go on and the only nigga, excuse me, sorry, God. The only mofo who remember this crazy ass shit, Josh Allen, before he got Stephon Diggs, was putting up rushing numbers like Lamar Jackson. And they was talking about how he run the ball so much. So, y'all can stop with that. Y'all can stop with that. Hello? Mm-hmm. This weekend? Okay. Tell him he gotta bring a butt pad. Okay. Okay, so we are now here with the the um the mama dog. She's called back in now after she left. Mama dog, we just did a few very interesting things. We just broke down the 5 year peak that I've been talking about. And over the course of our 5 year peak research, we realized that Aaron Rodgers and Drew and the Saints let Tom Brady come in and fuck their 5 year span up.
They sure did.
Between 2019 and 2022, the Saints and the Packers, or 2018 and 2022, they was like the number 2 seed and number 1 seed like almost 3 times at one point.
Yep, they were leading their division.
And they never turned around.
Never could bring it in.
And
never could bring it in.
Right now, San Francisco, the Bills too. I just talked about the Bills. The Bills, they done messed up because they let the Bengals get good, and the Bengals done beat them after the Chiefs beat them last year, where they lost to the Chiefs 2 years back to back. They was thinking they was finna go back and finally beat the Chiefs this year. They didn't even get a chance.
Well, one of the things that I think about, and I was thinking about it this morning on my way here, and I was going to bring it up. Do you believe that these teams who have a bit of a storied past, like the Cowboys and the 49ers, they live to be in the hunt, but they don't know how to take the kill nowadays?
Yeah, ooh, damn, that's a bar. Ooh, that's a bar. Okay, so y'all heard her. She said that the old school teams with all these fan bases and shit, they live for the nostalgia, but they don't know how to go for the kill no more. No, this is what I was just saying about Dallas. That's crazy because I was saying I'm gonna have to ask Dallas fans, like, is Dak Prescott the dude? At this point, they got everything, and is Dak Prescott the dude?
But that's the thing. Come on, Tony Romo was not the dude.
Nah, Tony Romo was better than Dak though. If Tony Romo had this team, though, I think Tony Romo. We just seen Tony Romo going to the Super Bowl this year. If Tony Romo had this team or last year's team, Tony Romo would have went to the Super Bowl.
Is it that Dallas loves the hunt and they love the mystique of the quarterback, but they don't care about nothing else?
But I think it's the other way around right now. I think they actually, but no. Because wait, what this is what I'm finna say. Because you're right though. I think what I'm trying to say is if you could feel me, what they got going on is that they done built everything up around while trying to figure out the quarterback after Tony Romo, and now it's like I said, like they got to figure that, bro. You can go get Aaron Rodgers right now. You can go get a few people low key like. For real, I'll trade for Lamar Jackson right now.
But there's something wrong with the organization. And I believe it's the owner.
Because we know that. We know that.
But again, at the end of the day, you build all this mystique around your storied past and everything else. And arguably, they've had great players. They have had great players that make great singular efforts, but they have never been able
to play as a team together.
Right. There you go.
Yes. That is definitely it. No, Dallas ain't never played a complete game. They got the longest divisional playoff losing streak in the history of the league right now because of that.
There you go.
They don't know how to play together as a team. But that's what I'm saying. I think it's the quarterback, though. I think before it was like they was caught up in like right now they got the baby Michael Irvin team. Whereas back when they had Dez in them, I think they was trying to. They don't have a court. They don't have a Troy Aikman.
They don't have the Troy Aikman, and they don't have the locker room. They don't have the locker room. That's my thing. Whatever is going on over there, whoever coaches, they don't have the locker room. That man is overshadowing everything about that franchise. I don't know if he sends text messages in the middle of the night that just, are so disconcerting, or there are things that they're doing with these players that takes them out of it. Because for you to have what you just quoted, the longest losing streak in the league now for a franchise in this decade, going into the postseason.
It's in the divisional round, so like when they get to that game, they gonna lose, basically.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's very telling. And the reason I say it's very telling because consistently they haven't had any consistency. They've had different coaches, different offensive coaches, defensive coaches, head coaches, quarterbacks, everything, and nothing works.
They need to hire Sean Payton. Oh, Mike McCarthy gone. Oh yeah, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm hiring Mike McCarthy because that's your Jerry Jones, right? I mean, I'm hiring Sean Payton. That's your Jerry Jones, nigga. Get out, come yell at these niggas, but let them have swag.
I don't know.
You don't think Sean Payton? Come on, Sean. You don't think Sean Payton can do it? With their team, they good enough right now for them to. They'll look like the Saints how they look when they went to the Super Bowl out of nowhere. Like, wow.
But the only problem I see is.
Oh, where's our mailman?
I know.
What were you saying?
And see, they're another one. They are another one. It's like, okay, they want to get to the divisional playoffs, and they all excited. We got to the divisional playoffs again. That's all everybody's talking about. But you played not to lose. You didn't play to win.
Oh no! They definitely played. They definitely played scared, which is cool. They played it real patriot like. Like we not gonna do nothing to fuck this up. They said we gonna let y'all fuck up first. We gonna let y'all fuck up first, and that's how they played.
But again, at this point, you got to be a shark in the water with blood. You got to be tearing through everybody. You got to let them know. Because I tell you what, Philly said, bring your weak asses up, your punk asses up. Niner gang.
No, they ran for like 200. They ran for like 200 some yards, and I didn't even realize it.
And play not to lose. I got something for you. Philly got something for them, and don't let it be cold.
Oh, it's snowing. I just seen my friend's Instagram story. It would look like it was snow.
Look, I'm laughing. One of the houses over here, they put their little 49er flag out. It is so fresh and crisp. Tells me they ain't just bandwagoning. Because that shit, all of the wrinkles should be out of it. You got wrinkles all over it.
That's funny as hell. Again, they've been hiding it because they didn't want to be wrong. I'm telling you, all these fair weather fans is goofy, man. They gonna hide this shit in the house.
Their fan base is just like the team, playing not to lose.
Now they hype right now. I can't take nothing from them, but I'm definitely, bro. You don't got 5. This is what I'm saying, bro. Okay, hold on.
Every time they beat Durant,
bro.
It was hype. We going to the divisional playoff round. It was all hype, and then they lost, and they were still hype after they lost. But we beat you X number of times. But then you're not going to the Super Bowl.
That's actually like the. You actually didn't.
You playing to lose. And they've been talking that stuff all year this year. And then the game before the game, they played not to lose. So, if you're playing not to lose, good morning, you're playing to lose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to be ready to take it to somebody. Philly took it to New York. I mean, Buffalo took it to the Jags.
Oh, you talking about Cincinnati?
Cincinnati took it to the Jags. You know what I'm saying?
To the Bills.
To the Bills, yeah. So you can't play to play. You can't be playing.
No, you definitely You definitely got to lock in and beat their ass. No, you got to lock in and beat their ass. Look, I'm making fun of Aaron because I told him I was like, man, the Cowboys stink. This was the first time I was like, man, come on, Dallas. Like, first of all, y'all should be able to be good enough. First of all, let's talk about how they scammed everybody on Monday Night Football, and Jerry Jones and them need their ass beat for making us watch that like that because they scammed everybody. Dak Prescott was running around against the Cowboys looking like Tim Tebow. He went out there looking like that nigga. And these fools went out there and scored 12 points, bro. And it was all field goals. They didn't score. They scored one touchdown, I think.
One touchdown.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't. They didn't.
No, they scored one touchdown.
They did.
Oh, you talking about San Francisco?
Dallas.
Oh no, Dallas only scored field goals.
That's what I'm saying. They scored no touchdown.
One touchdown. No. One touchdown and 3 field goals. 2 or 3 field goals.
Yeah.
All right.
To Dalton Schultz.
They did score one touchdown. They did score one touchdown. I like your jam and jams.
I'm gonna hit you later, old lady. Thank you for joining me.
All right, bye.
Bye. You feel me? Everything's kind of falling into place right as it should. I gotta get my mama on here for a little bit. What? But yeah, man, my boy Stephon Diggs, man. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I'll find out. Steve Lacy texting the Songbird anytime in my life. Me and him gonna have to fade on WrestleMania. I'm just playing. That's just funny. Bro, I really make myself laugh. It's kind of psychotic. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. Shit. 4 catches for 35 yards, bro. That ain't what we want at all. My number 3 receiver on the list. Or was he number 2? Number 2. He was my number 2 receiver on the list, and he ended up having 4 catches for 35 yards, 10 targets though. So no cap. Like he was putting him. He hit my boy Josh Allen with the. I don't know if he's saying like you missing me, or he's saying tell him to call some different plays. But you did get 10 targets though, Diggs. So we now have to turn around and ask you a little bit of like, why you only call 4 of them? You didn't even get 50%. It's just 1 off 50%, but you didn't get 50%. It makes you wonder, like, what's up with that? And then from here to my next guy, we're going to go to the list on. I'm going to close it out. I may hop back on YouTube a little bit later, but I'm definitely going to be done for the morning. I've been on here for a cool little bit, talking about a whole bunch of shit. Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati, who they think gonna beat them Bengals. End up having a receiving touchdown, 5 catches for 61 yards, you feel me, type shit. So he came in, stepped in, had a really good performance. And of the receivers left in the playoffs that I done showed and I done listed here, A.J. Brown still in there, expected to make a big game, have a big game this coming up Sunday. I would expect Deebo Samuel same after having a very uneventful Sunday, but doing his job and doing his responsibilities. And then that's it. CeeDee Lamb, Deebo, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase. A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, Deebo. Last 3 left. And Travis Kelce. We know Travis Kelce gonna ball. But that was it. That was me. I've been on here for 2 hours. That's crazy. I just sat on here and talked for just 2 hours, like, on some shit. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope I got in the camera enough. A lot of times our show is like leaning down a little bit. Type joint. Y'all be well. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Catch me on Twitch very, very soon. I'm gonna be on Twitch probably in like I'm gonna get on Twitch at like 11:45, 12 o'clock. All right, see y'all in a little bit. Y'all have a beautiful day. I love y'all. Okay, peace out.